Yo, guys, welcome to the Touchline Podcast. And today we're bringing something new. We're going to be doing a recap on round one. Of course, the NRL season has begun. And also after this, we're going to be doing, of course, round two preview with the upcoming games coming up. So, yeah, it's going to be a good video. So let's get underway, boys.
Let's do it.
Of course, the big game for us. We all enjoyed it. Despite the Bulldogs losing, this one made it all up. Parramatta being defeated by Melbourne Storms.
That was a game and a half, mate. Just got to that game and beautiful. I remember with Emilio and Hectic Fred and all those boys, and fuck, bro, it was a good night that night.
What's your take on that game, Bill?
Faces that us, the Dogs, had the best team in the league.
Yeah.
And that they lost, but
what's your take on it?
It was a good game. It was very 50-50 from start to finish. I mean, Storms didn't have their best game at all. It was like it wasn't a shocker, but it's not to their standard. But
that's right.
Again, Para had a decent game too. But then again, it's round one, so everyone's still warming up.
I think it was a game of two halves. Actually, Eels were probably the best team in the first half. They were controlling the game. Their attack, man, they look scary. Despite they didn't get the 2 points, but even as Doggies fans, man, we've got to admit that their attack looks scary.
Remember that one play, Samuel? Was I sitting next to you when they did that outside ball?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that
was a mate.
Yeah, like I said, I've never just go, Sam, go.
I was saying it was as I said, despite we hate them and all that, their attack's going to be probably one to look keep an eye on, because I haven't seen an attack like that in a while. The way they were playing was just amazing, but they didn't get the win, which is the positive. But I think Eels are going to be ones to watch. Even though they always choke, but it was they didn't get the win, but it was actually a very good display from them.
100%. Both sides. I mean, Munster was a soldier, man. The way he'd broken his
he fought through that match,
and he played second half. So
but I was saying, talking about that try, that's one of the best set of play I've seen for quite some time.
Yeah, really.
And especially watching it live, you can see how good that was. Three inside balls.
I don't know what. I think it was 3 inside. But I was like, wow, man. I've got to give credit where credit.
Our live reaction was to that was wow, that was amazing. I haven't seen that.
But I think there's a lot of positives to take out from there for Eels.
For sure.
I think there's more positives for Parramatta Eels than Melbourne Storm for some reason.
I think the main thing for me, the Storm's defense. You're starting usually their defense is solid, which it was, but it wasn't, as I said, it wasn't to their standards. Starting to see cracks in their defense.
Because they had a lot of errors when they were attacking, when they were 10 meters away from the try line. They had errors in it, which helped Melbourne, was an advantage towards them. So
Anthony, actually was.
Anthony, what's your take on the game?
Bro, you know what? It was a tough game, man. But I've got to give credit for Melbourne to win. But Parramatta, they were very, very sloppy with their errors. It was so bad. Mitchell Moses had, I think, the worst round one game in history, bro. How many kicks he's done so much? Yeah, it was so bad, man. We saw in our own eyes at the stadium. I'm like, what the hell is he doing, bro? He's not in his game, bro. He wasn't focusing that much. I
was saying the fans heard you with your megaphone.
Yeah,
I was commentating too much.
I think
he's trying to.
No, I think that's why they lost.
Tell him off.
I think it worked. That's why they lost. They heard you, Anthony.
We just wanted Parramatta to lose the first game.
100%.
Don't get me wrong. Melbourne played really good. They had a bit of errors, but it wasn't that bad. But lucky, bro, it was a tie game, bro. I didn't expect that, man. That was a really, really tough game.
Boys, you know who really impressed me? Hopgood.
Yeah.
New player, they signed him from Panthers, and you can just see the Panthers mentality that he brought to them. He's tough, he's strong, and he really impressed me.
He even got 83 points in fantasy, so that shows how good he was.
Yeah, but it's a good game.
Pretty good too.
Good game too.
The next game? You got the next game, Shabal?
Next game, of course, I didn't watch this game a lot, I watched like probably the first half of it, but New Zealand Warriors take on the Newcastle Knights. They won by 20-12.
I watched the highlights, but
Yeah,
bro, Warriors,
Say the
their
truth.
attack actually looks scary, man. Like low key, like I'm very impressed with their attack, Warriors.
Yeah,
I know
that's
they're
what I
playing
meant.
home field and had a bit of an advantage with the home
Yeah,
crowd,
yeah, yeah.
but bro, like their attack, like honestly, I rated it over Doggy's attack. Really,
Yeah, no.
Doggy's attack, honestly.
Yeah, but I was
Like,
saying, like I mentioned on the podcast about they were one of the teams that really impressed me in the preseason.
yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
yes, they lost to Melbourne Storms, but it was a very close game, and then just Melbourne opened it up. But they're really looking good this year.
Nah,
Who
for
knows?
sure
They could be an underdog.
Yeah, they could be a dark horse, really.
Yeah,
And then even Knights, bro. Like Knights, well, like we're bagging on them, whatever. Some people.
And Tonga once again concussion.
Bro, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. I heard about that one.
Oh, who?
Ponga again.
Karen Ponga.
Concussion, really? I didn't
Yeah,
hear
he got concussed again. Yeah.
All right. Oh, fuck,
I was going to say, I think, despite how good Warriors were, I feel that them and Knights are just. I feel Warriors always have that start. You know, like they always get that fixture where they just kickstart off round one like with a bang. You know, they beat Bulldogs. I think it was in like 2018, 42 points to like 4. So I think they have something with round one where they really just click together. But eventually, I feel that just will all fade away, and I still think they're going to be battling out for like the 13th, 12th spot, as we said on the.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. A lot of teams start like that. They start like
they're motivated
at the start of the season. Go midway through the season, they lose all their momentum, and then man, it's hard to stay like at the same level all year.
Yeah, and Samuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Troy Harris returned to his best form.
Yeah, he was very good.
Very good.
Last year he had an injury, affected him. You could see he wasn't up to his best. But I feel he's had that preseason in him, and he's ready to go.
And quickly, before we move on to the next game, quickly, Dominic Young. He's like linked to a number of other clubs, and like that would be a big thing they were to lose.
I think
it's Roosters.
I think he's linked to Sydney Roosters.
Roosters, that would be a good signing for them and a bad loss for Knights. But
sure.
Another game, another shock this week of NRL. Broncos defeating Panthers.
That was a shocker.
The golden
point. That was a big one, man. That was a big, By
what are your thoughts on that?
That was tough. Look, I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch it, but like, I saw a bit of the highlight.
You put Broncos 17th. Have you changed your mind on that?
Yeah, I put Penrith to win, but unfortunately, I lost that one. But,
no. He's saying you put Broncos. He's saying you put Broncos 17th on your predictions. Are you changing that, or you still think they're going to?
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I said that on the podcast, but I'm actually wrong. So
So who knows?
You know what? It's only round one. It's literally round one. Anything can happen.
But hey,
it's only round one.
I feel like with that game, like I'll put Broncos under 8. That was a big shocker to me. Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was.
That's a really
but about that game, Broncos just showed up. I still feel Panthers are still trying to figure out like the loss with Coruscant and Kikau, big losses. Yeah. I feel like they're still trying to figure that out. But Panthers. I think they're done for, bro. Like their premiership window has closed. That's what I feel. But
I feel.
You know what? Look, I'll be honest, bro. It's the only early of the NRL season, bro. Yeah. Everyone probably says, "Oh, this team's going to be in the grand final or not." But you know what? It's just round one just started. Now round two is probably going to start. That's when it's going to start showing the results and that. Like for round two, all the way on.
It's crazy how Broncos beat them at their home ground. Like I think I heard a stat. It was like a very, very long time. Like up until like Broncos beat them like at their home ground on Bluebet Stadium. Is it Bluebet Stadium?
Well, it's a big shock. It's literally a big shock.
No. So I think that Panthers have only lost 3 times at their stadium in 3 years. So that's right. Big. That's a big thing.
What's it called? Broncos have put themselves on the map. You know, that's a massive win. Their defense look like a premiership winning defense. You know, and I feel that's going to bring them confidence, knowing that if you can beat the reigning champions, you can beat anyone. So I feel
absolutely. Yeah.
Like Panthers' defense is like it's lacking now, man. Like
they're
just that one ball, that one line break.
They still got their key. But they still got their key players like Toto and Jerome Luai and Stephen Crichton.
But they're still trying to figure out without Kikau.
Yeah, look, it takes time, bro. It takes time.
Kikau was
just say, we got to,
Well,
It is a big loss. It is.
They could potentially go on, like, they've got a big game next week. We'll talk about that later, but the Bunnies, and they're off on a good start, a flying start.
yeah.
They could go back to back defeats.
Because Bunnies
South can win this one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Adam
Oh.
Reynolds looked good too. You could see
the
You
whole
would think-
Broncos team,
Go, Sam, go.
the whole Broncos team just looks ready, and I feel that how they ended the season last year, like just missing under 8. I think that's motivated them, and you can see now, like, they're all together and they're willing to go that extra step. And I feel
that's key.
top four is gonna probably be their year this year to get into the
defense won them the game. When you defend like that, you're gonna win like most of your games. When you
Yeah,
have
of course.
that desire to like win the game, that's what's gonna happen. And they showed.
Yeah, but you know what? But Charbel, you know what the problem is with Brisbane? They always win every couple of games and that. But then when it comes to the end of the season before finals, they always stuff themselves up with injuries, with suspensions and all that stuff. But they have to play really good this year. If Brisbane Broncos don't play good this year, they got issues, bro. They got problems.
Yeah,
They need to stay consistent, and they got to keep playing tough.
Just round one, anything can happen, but it's just not a good start for Panthers.
That's right.
And a great start for Broncos, of course.
On to the big game, Charbel. The game I want to fucking speak about, man.
The game of the week.
This is the important one, bro.
Manly's story.
Before we get started, just think about it. Every team got defeated, 10 points and less, and of course, Bulldogs were the team that got destroyed 25 plus.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Bro,
of course.
I think you said it, Samuel. I said on the video when you interviewed Anthony, you hype up the team to be like the best team in the league. Look, it's early days. It's round one. You hype them up with video packages and blah, blah, blah. Like, fucking hell, bro. I'm sick of it, man. I'm fucking sick of it, bro. I'm sick of seeing doggies lose, like, under 10 points, like, under double digits, bro. Like, we got fucking smashed. It could have been fucking 40-6, bro, for, like, honestly, we deserved a 50-0 loss. Wait, hold on. Bro, out of all the teams this week, I feel like we played the worst.
Yeah.
The Warriors play better, Knights play better, fucking, bro, like every team played better. If we were tipped to be in the 8, bro, and it can still happen, bro, like, I don't know, man. I'm done,
I think
man.
we're the worst team right now. I think we're the worst team in NRL right now.
Bro, right now, after round one, yes, we are.
After round one, I just don't trust
all you motherfuckers saying we're biased. No, we're not. Dogs are the worst team right now.
I'm just sick of it, Bill. I'm sick of it.
Bro, you can see my frustration. You can actually see it.
I was watching every game. I was watching every game in the NRL this week. And then I'm thinking to myself, why do I enjoy watching every team except the Bulldogs? Like, Bulldogs, for some reason, and everyone's telling me, all my friends saying, oh, relax, it's only round one. But I know we've been here before. Round one, we're all hyped up. Oh, this is our year top 8. We come to round one, we lose, and then we know where it takes us. So
where it takes us, like.
Wait, I want to say one thing about that game. Fucking what the hell was Matt Burton doing on that field?
Yeah,
mate, I'm going to say one moment in particular. He passes to Kikau. Kikau goes on and kicks it out.
That game, listen. I think 16 errors. Just everything went wrong. Yeah. It was very close for 35 minutes of the game, but once that controversial decision from the ref, that ruined the game.
That literally stuffed us up. Listen, the thing is that fucked us over was that Tom Trbojevic milked it, and I said it in the after the fan camp. Everyone said it this whole week. Even Michael Ennis even said it in the commentator that Tom Trbojevic milked it, and even Cole Flanagan didn't even touch him that hard. It was only a soft touch. Yeah, of course. Right, and people still saying, "Oh, it wasn't milked," and that it was.
Anthony, we can't use that as an excuse. Like,
Manly deserved it.
No, bro, our attack was shit. Everything was shit on that day, bro.
Our attack was disgusting. It was that bad. And our fullback, he was just running the whole time. But you know what, bro? You know what? If I was the coach right now, I'd rather put Jake Averillo back to fullback because he had that free position and he can run and he can do whatever he wants. Okay? But no one's not going to understand that.
This is how I see it. What's it called? During the game, it was 6-6, and 20 minutes was Manly. Then after that 20-minute period, it was Bulldogs. Like, we're really controlling the game. And I was telling Charbel and Anthony as we watched it, like, we need to take our chances. Like, we're putting the pressure on them. get repeat sets, we need to score, because I knew that if we're not going to score, just like the old Bulldogs, how it happened, if we don't score, we're going to pay the price for it. And we did. We conceded all those tries.
It's true.
That's been the problem for Bulldogs over the past years. You know, we're in there, we go through all the sets, the 5 tackle, and we don't even try and aim for a repeat set. We don't even go past the try line. We're always struggling to create and score tries, and I feel that
creativity, we're lacking in that, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's been happening for the last 7-8 years. We've been struggling the last 7-8 years. No fullback, no.
No, keep going, go on.
Yeah, like I'm saying, we were struggling for 7 years straight. No halfback, no fullback, no 5'8", no hooker. It's been horrible, bro, the last 7 years. And we've all actually been saying that for the last 8 years.
Been doing all the work, bro. Towards the end of the game, you see all the players tired. Mate, you're a first-grade NRL side and you're getting tired on the field. No player wanted that ball. Even on commentary, they were saying it.
And you know what? And you know what? On top of that, you know what?
Walking back.
You know what, Bill? Listen,
they'll just
on top of that.
Bro, they're doing one ball hits. Like, they catch the ball.
Wait,
like, you know what I mean?
I understand that.
What's it called? I was gonna say shout out to Reid, Marnie, Kiraz, and Preston, the best players on the field that day.
Honestly,
they played really good the whole time.
Man. He poured his soul, made me read Marnie, man.
Captain performance,
bro. Honestly, man,
he played really good in that whole game, but look, it didn't get our way. But you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we've struggled enough. We don't want to see that again.
I still think we're a top 8 side.
We get those positives the next few games.
Look, before
we'll get some wins, bro. You never know what's going to happen.
Manly deserved to win. They were the far better team.
More than that, man.
They deserved it.
They actually really did.
But if we lose again, Melbourne, if we lose to Tigers, I'm gonna start questioning Phil Good.
Exactly. I was telling my manager this at work.
Quickly, before you start, Bill, it's saying 1 minute 20 time left.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute 20. We'll end it, and then we'll start again. But I'll say quickly before we end it, I'll tell my manager at work, if we lose by the Tigers at Belmore in round 3, cancel my membership, mate. I'm fucking done, bro.
No, I agree.
Before we end it, this is my message to the marketing team of Bulldogs. Stop your promoting. Stop bringing all these videos, hyping us fans. Fix our performance. Once we get into the top 8, once we're fighting for top 4, then start doing all this. Because right now, we're just back to our old
What did we say about signing Panthers players? I know they're good and it's just round 1, but that's the reason we need Bulldogs players that know the culture in Bulldogs. They're just coming in to learn the culture. Huh?
That's why start Josh Reynolds.
Apparently he's injured.
Yeah, but apparently he's injured now. He's injured now for 2 weeks on his groin.
Injury process isn't helping us too. So it's not. It's been a horrific start to the season. Like
hopefully it turns to our favor, but
before it ends, I think it's going to end
soon.
Melbourne. I'm not expecting us to win, but we need to have a very good performance. Just make up of that mistake.
We have to, yeah, 100%.
So anyways, boys, let's move on from the Dogs game. Another good game, a very close one. Cowboys winning by 1 point against Raiders.
That was a good game. I didn't watch it, but then again, I watched the highlights. But that was a good game.
Cowboys continue the way they ended the season. They're looking again the same. Nothing's changed.
We need an ambulance. Give him.
No, same attack. You can just see the chemistry within that team. It hasn't changed from last year, and they're building on something special again this season. Who knows? They could win the premiership even.
Yeah,
exactly. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but Cowboys, the way they're playing, man, they're on fire, man.
They are.
Holmes, you got Chad Townsend, Scott Drinkwater, bro. They're the type of players you got to watch out for, man.
The star of the team.
He is, bro.
I love that. I like what Anthony mentioned about their players. I like how they're young, and I feel that they're just exciting and they're promising stars. And that team is like a team that's going to stay together for years to come. You know,
that's 100%, bro.
23, 24, Nanai's young, Tuolagi, the whole squad, and that squad's going to be like one in the making. So, you know, everyone's going to keep an eye on them, and I think this year they're big threats.
Also, Raiders weren't bad. I'm checking on the fucking peanuts, bro. But I'm saying as in Raiders weren't bad either, honestly. Like they held up against a team that I honestly tipped to win the comp.
They made a good comeback. Like it was 18.
That was a good fight back. No, but I was saying I think the key players for Cowboys are Reuben Cotter and Reece Robson.
Yeah.
Are really big to their forward pack.
Yeah.
You can see when Cotter was injured, it was their forward pack wasn't as strong as when he was in there.
That's why look in a
I watched a few of their games last year, and I could see the difference when he was and wasn't in their team.
The forward pack is such an important role in the game. Like we'll quickly, I'm going to go back to the Bulldogs game. Our forward pack was very weak that game.
Yeah, it was. It was very weak.
You could see how much that impacted us, and you see Manly's forward pack, Herman Alukuatu, Jake Trebojevic, they destroyed us.
But then again, you think about it, they've been playing for years together. Like we haven't been.
Exactly.
Cowboys.
Because we're a new team and we're trying to jump in. It takes time.
Yeah. Look, we'll forget about the Bulldogs, but talk about the Cowboys and the Raiders. As Bill said, Raiders they looked very good. Raiders are going to be, of course, that team that they're always just fighting, and I feel that they made a comeback. They were in the game 18-0 to 18-0, then they lost by field goal. So it's not the end of the world.
Raiders is a team that lose always by close margins. They're not that team to hammer or demolish. It's always very close. So that's a positive for them. But again, it can be a negative.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a mixture of both.
I think
Cowboys looking strong, and they're gonna have another good season. Anyways, another big game: Sharks and Rabbitohs.
That was a tough game, bro.
That was a crazy game.
What do you think about that game?
Rabbitohs showed up, bro. Rabbitohs had a good game, man.
Yeah.
Wait, is it laggy?
Hey?
Yeah,
that's right, yeah. What'd you say? Say it again.
No, I'm saying Rabbitohs had a good game, man. Because, bro.
Yeah, you're fine, yeah.
All right?
Yeah, you're good.
They look stronger a bit compared to last year. No, you're fine now, you're fine.
No, I'm saying it's but you can tell the difference, fucking it makes when Latrell's there, bro. Straight out.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best performance from him, but his presence helps the team a lot.
Bro, it's always the case when Latrell's there, they show up. Like they beat a team that came second last year, and again, I'm gonna say it again. They're another team that a lot of people think is not gonna win the comp, that make the grand final, make finals footy, and
I think they can win this comp.
I feel Latrell Mitchell's the key.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about that.
Yeah, I feel if they were to go and win it, I think Latrell Mitchell's gonna just carry him and take him all the way there. Because
if he doesn't get injured or suspended.
Yeah, even talking about the Sharks and Rabbitohs game, Latrell Mitchell's brother, he was amazing. Like this guy looks like and you can already see Latrell Mitchell. He's like a big figure. He's got that natural fullback look, he's more of a big fullback. But yeah, his brother Mitchell was amazing, destroyed everyone, and I think he's going to be one to look at, keep your eyes on.
And Anthony, Elias, Elias, the halfback.
Yeah,
he had a slow start last year, but you can see he stepped up another gear this season. I know it's just round one, like we said, but he looks really impressive so far.
No, because they beat a good side, bro. Sharks are a good side. I was surprised.
They are.
Not right Rabbitohs off, but it was always going to be a tough game, but fuck, man. Rabbitohs.
Hines is a big miss for them. Hines is out for another week too.
Yeah.
That's a big loss, bro.
Yeah, Sharks will still be still fighting for the 8, but
and a top 4, Samuel.
Oh, sorry. I'm relax. Top 4, whatever. I'm just saying they're going to be in that 8 this year. Who knows, bro? Already, NRL's been full of surprises. They might not even make the 4.
I've only got 2. I only had 2 tips right. Last week.
It was hard, bro. So I feel
only.
I think it was 2 or 3.
It's round 1. Nothing's guaranteed, but so far, man. When we go into the Dolphins game, when we go in there, but that was crazy.
Bro, let me tell you about that Dolphins game. What's the next show?
I think that is the next game, actually.
The next one?
Talking about surprises.
Roosters.
Talking about surprises. Dolphins beating Sydney Roosters, the favourites to win the premiership this season.
Bro, I promise you.
And they won 28-18 as well. So,
boys, I promise you, God. I promise you on everything. People think I'm lying when I say, bro, I would have won $2,000 that night. I promise to God, I had on my sports bet. I put Dolphins to win. You know what? I don't want to waste money. I was like, and I cleared the bet. I'm
yeah.
like, fuck it, whatever, bro. I was checking the score at work. I was going crazy. I'm like, there's no way they're winning.
How much did you put?
How much did you put, Bill?
Hey,
How
How
much
much
did
did
you
you
put?
put on the sports bet?
I think it was like 10, 20 bucks or something. I was
And
gonna
you
put.
And you'd win that
I was
month.
paying out like, I think I was paying out like 1,000.
Anthony,
Bro, I promise to God. Oh.
Anthony could have bet almost 100,000 or something, bro. That would have been crazy if you won that.
Yeah, it was
No,
only
that
like
game
10
was
bucks.
crazy,
I put
bro.
like a 15-leg multi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I knew the first
but
game that
Mark-
they stuffed me up, but you can't do much.
You can see what Wayne Bennett has
Yeah,
already
happens.
done to Dolphins.
Wayne Bennett is
Oh,
the
you know,
greatest.
Wayne
No,
Bennett's
wait,
the
guys. It's Wayne Bellamy.
Wayne
Shut
Bellamy.
the fuck up, bro. You fucking little shit. Oh, relax, bro. I fucked up once.
Nah,
right?
Wayne Bennett. You know what? I'll be honest. Wayne Bennett's the guy in NRL, bro. He's
Why
done a
is he
really
the
good
GOAT?
job, bro, with the team.
Why is he the GOAT?
Bro, because he's had experience. Like he's won back to, like a lot of premierships, bro, with Brisbane
that's right.
Broncos and
Bro,
and
go
he's
look at
bringing
the
the
state of
team.
origin.
Yeah,
State of
that's
origin
another
too with
example.
Queensland Maroons.
Like we mentioned
He-
it
I
before.
reckon people should.
We mentioned it before. Dolphins don't have, like, individually they don't have maybe the best players, but as a team, Bennett knows how to make them work together, and I think that's what got them over the line. And I feel, look, it might be just that a fluke, first game they're just motivated, they're into the NRL, and who knows, it might all go crashing down for them. But I feel as all those Dolphins fans, they're going to enjoy this moment. They've just beaten Roosters.
And then again, Roosters were losing. They didn't have their big players either. Like they were missing a few players.
That's Manu. That's all.
They're just minor. They really had everyone, actually.
No, I think it was Manu and someone else.
You know who was? You know who was
another
bad?
player.
You know who was bad?
Someone.
I said, you know who had a bad game?
Who had a bad game?
Suali'i.
Yeah.
he did. Eh?
Oh, yeah, actually did, right?
I want to mention back to Kira's. We got hammered, and he was our best player, offloading, making tackle breaks. He was doing everything. And when I watched Suali'i, he was non-existent that game.
Exactly.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
I don't see nothing special.
Samuel,
in this
say
kid.
that stat. Samuel, say that stat you told me the other day about fantasy. Who's worth more,
I said
Suali'i or Perez?
Kira's price is higher than Suali'i.
Thank you.
So again,
very
that's
much.
showing that he had a
very
better
much.
season last year.
Get out of here, you naysayers.
That's right.
That conversation never be existed.
And he came into the scene a bit later, so
Exactly. Oi, boys,
Yeah,
Look, I'll be honest. Dolphins had a really good performance, bro. And all these players that came from different clubs to come to Dolphins to make the name for themselves. And look, don't forget the Bromwich brothers from Melbourne Storm. They played a really good game too.
And our boy Marshall King. And Marshall King.
Marshall King played crazy.
And Marshall King too. Yeah, Joe Marshall King was on fire, man. That bloke.
Marshall
exploded.
King was amazing, bro. Like when he was at the Dogs, you could see he's developing now into like a great hooker. And he's gone into Dolphins. Wayne Bennett's coaching him, so that's gonna bring his game to another level.
Yeah.
So
and it's crazy how they beat Roosters, bro. Like Roosters,
yeah, that's a big surprise.
They will win the comp. Like they might win the comp. Like, bro, that's a big statement, man. From
no one knows,
team.
right? Hey, it could be Souths, it could be Dolphins, it could be anyone.
But like they beat a very good side, man. It's not like they beat Dogs or like Manly or
Roosters, man.
Yeah.
But they had the third highest point of an inaugural
That's
team.
a shock of the week.
That's what I read.
That's a shock of the week.
Yeah, it was.
But it is. But don't forget how I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago on the podcast that Dolphins, they've been in New South Wales Cup for the last probably 10, 15 years. No one didn't know who Dolphin was. They win the Queensland Cup. I've seen them on the internet. On the TV a few times. They're not a bad team. But as soon as Wayne Bennett got the players in and the whole squad in, bro, now they look like an NRL team for sure.
Imagine
they can beat whoever they want now. You know what? It'll be a big surprise. It'll be a big surprise. You don't know, man. You really don't know.
Bro, I'm scared now. No, it's only one game, man.
Anyways, let's wrap up the last game of the week. A dominating performance from Titans. Tigers had a strong start, but Titans slowly growed into the game and they got the win over the Tigers. Under a new era, of course, under Tim Sheens, Robbie Farah, Benji Marshall. Yeah, and it's like I said, a very good start, a successful start for Titans.
I think it's a sort of a shock in a way that I think everyone is leaning towards Tigers to win it, just because Tim Sheens is back. They got Coruscant, Papali'i, Robbie Farah, Benji Marshall, all that. Just the vibe around the club is good. And I feel, Titans have that in have that in their squad. You know that their squad's capable of playing good, and you know Titans do have a great attack, but it's always the defense that let them down. But against Tigers,
it
was a solid game for them, solid performance. They got Dragons this week, so I think they can go back to back.
Yeah,
Crazy that they
Yeah,
lost
you
against
never know.
Dolphins,
I think
Yeah,
I think Titans can win against Dragons.
Yeah,
yeah,
But
I
the
think
way
that,
they
Yeah.
played against Tigers, you know what? Even Epic Coruscant actually mentioned it. I think in the interview a couple of days ago, he's like, "It was all on me." So I think they all blamed on him for round one. But honestly, like the way how he said it, I think it was all his fault. The
I
way how he
think-
stuffed up.
I,
Him and
I,
Papali'i.
I hope this year in the NRL, just quickly, I hope this year it's like a close season. You know, already we saw this week all the games are close. I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, it was.
It
Except
makes
for
the
Dogs,
league,
yeah.
it makes the
except
league
for
more.
Dogs.
It makes the league more competitive. And I'm just thinking
Yeah.
to myself, I want to see a top 8 where it's just not expected, like the likes of Dolphins are in, maybe like Warriors or something like that. You know, I want to change. I want to completely.
Yeah. That's full of surprises, yeah.
no, but
Oh,
look,
I feel
you're
after
talking about.
I feel after this round, I'm now thinking. I feel this is a season where it's gonna be something big gonna happen.
It's going to be something special or it's
Hopefully
anyone's
it's a
game.
bit of a change.
Look,
you know, with
Yeah,
the-
hopefully.
Because Titans, their attack is not the problem; it's their defense over the years. And if they can sort out this defense,
They've
this
had
season,
struggles on that, yeah.
they could get top 8. And on the podcast, I put Manly as my underdogs to do the dark horses, but they were one of my candidates to get dark horses because I can really see the potential in this Titan squad.
Yeah.
And they're very fast. Don't forget, very fast team.
You never know, bro.
Yeah, but we don't know. Round one's been interesting, you know. As you said, a lot of shocks, smashing. So yeah, that's what NRL is all about. And yeah, we can't wait heading into round 2, and yeah, we'll get our review on that. Preview on that in the next episode. So thanks guys for watching the preview of round 1. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you guys soon.
See you, boys.